I don't remember these deaths being this horrifying in the manga. I mean, granted, it has been a few years since I have read this part. Still, something as horrifying as what I witnessed in this episode would definitely be something I know I would remember. Especially with the way it was shown. Maybe just the way this was animated, it just really hit all the right notes to make a very gruesome episode. Because what really got me, like, it was a really sad moment. I don't really, gonna be honest here, I don't really care about these two characters that much. But still, I have to admit, I felt something when you just hear them screaming, or when, you know, they realize they're about to die or whatever, and you just feel the, you know, how they lose hope throughout the episode, when, you know, it seems like they might make it, but then all of a sudden things go wrong, and they're like, we're probably not going to make it, I've run out of gas, have no more blades, your blades are dull. And when you just see how this man, like, he knows he's about to die, he just wants to have a quick drink, and he doesn't even get to have his own drink before he dies, you're like, that's pretty fucked up. But then, when you see the other character, when she gets eaten, she doesn't die quickly, no. She gets in a big pile of all these titans, and she has her entire leg just ripped off. And you see it as she's being held by multiple titans. She's just screaming, saying, Father, no, stop it. And I'm like, oh my god, like, that is just so fucking gruesome. It's horrifying to see these characters like that, just the way they're getting ripped apart. And the voice actors, the way, oh my god, the way the screams, just like, oh my god. Like I said, I didn't really care about these two characters, but damn, I have to admit that this episode did make me feel something. Like, that was truly what makes Attack on Titan's anime so good. It can really just, you know, drag out these emotions in you when you're watching an episode, regardless if you're a manga reader or not. Just like, holy hell, this episode was pretty damn good. So, let's talk about one of the big things about this episode, which is the conclusion of the episode, and that is Ymir transforming into a Titan. So, it is revealed that Ymir is a Titan shifter. Now, this is a big question we all have now, because many are going to be asking, why didn't she transform into a Titan before? Like, why is she doing it now? Is it just because of Krista? That's why she is, you know, transforming into this Titan? Or did she just get it recently? There's a lot of questions that many can pull from this, but I do want to point something out, which is very obvious if you look at the details that were given in this episode, but also the preview for next week's episode, if you watched after the ending song, which you should listen to the ending song, because the ending song's pretty damn good. But, if you paid attention closely, in the flashback with Reiner, you see this Titan that eats his friend. And we get a little bit of background to how, you know, he grew up and all that, or what happened to him when he was younger, and we see that his friend was lost, his friend was eaten, and if you look closely at the Titan looks very similar to what Ymir's Titan is. Just make sure to pay attention to those little details, because if you look very closely, you'll notice a lot of correlation between the two, especially when she jumps out of the building, she Titan shifts, and then you saw that flashback with Reiner. So there's definitely something going on between these two characters, but also another thing too, there was a little bit of a build-up for that scene at the end of the episode, because for one thing, we had to where Reiner and Ymir, they were kind of having a convo in last week's episode, and it finally got focused on a little bit more in this episode, and apparently, you know, Ymir was able to read something that she shouldn't be able to read. Like, it's something that she obviously shouldn't know to, because nobody really knew the language, but somehow she knew it. So there was definitely some signs that something was off about Ymir. There's something different about her. But the big question is now, is why is she doing this? Is she on our side? Is she not on our side? Because, I mean, for her to just jump out of the tower like that to save Krista and even sacrifice her own life, it makes you question, like, is she a bad person, or is she a good person? What's going on here? So, like I said, that's one of the big questions that many are going to pull from this episode that we all need to focus on. But enough with that, though. Let's talk about some of the badass scenes of this episode, which involves Reiner. Reiner, oh my god, like, Reiner is one of my favorites of Attack on Titan, and that scene, just seeing it animated, I was waiting for that, because that was such a badass scene in the manga. Just seeing this man go full-on badass mode when he, you know, is trying to hold the door, and then all of a sudden Connie's about to get fucking eaten. He jumps in the way, takes a bite out of his fucking arm, and he drags this Titan, like, he picks up this freaking Titan and carries him up to the window just to shove him out. Well, Ymir technically got him out of the window, but still, Reiner, that's beast as fuck. While Reiner's arm was getting bitten into, this man picked up the freaking Titan. You gotta imagine the pain he must have felt in that one exact moment. But regardless, he worked through the pain and dragged that fucking Titan all the way up the stairs, and then put him on the window, and Ymir did the final thing on it and knocked the Titan out. That was a badass fucking moment, just seeing Reiner do something like that, the way he saved Connie, but also just how awesome he is, even when it looks like he should die, or he shouldn't have been able to normally do this, like a normal person wouldn't be able to do it. It's crazy to see how hard he goes in to when he wants to protect his friends, so just job well done, Reiner. Now, I think one of the greatest aspects of this episode, which I kind of already slightly dived into earlier on in this video, is the fact that the animators, the entire staff, Wit Studio that is working on this series, they're definitely making a quality show here. I mean, it's a given because of how many loved the first season and how much popularity Attack on Titan gained after the first season, but it still astounds me with how Wit Studio is able to capture all of these different moments throughout the manga and just make it so much better. It's like cranking up these good moments already that's in the manga that's like already 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 and cranking it up to like 11 out of 10. That's exactly what Wit Studio is doing when they make some of these scenes. I mean, the way the tension builds up throughout some of these parts of the episode, to the way the characters have these slight pauses between when they, talk back or reply to someone, just all these little exchanges between the characters, to seeing the way the Titans move, to the way the music cues in and just makes the scene, just the way all these little things are done throughout the episode, it truly makes it to where it's a greater experience. And I gotta say, if you're an anime only right now, I actually am pretty damn jealous. I have to admit, I am really fucking jealous of you right now. And you wanna know why? Because this is such a quality show. Like, I'm enjoying this so much, and I've already seen this content, but somehow this is just blowing me away. I cannot imagine how anime onlys feel while watching this series. I mean, you don't even know what's gonna happen. You don't know about anything that is possibly gonna happen in the future at all, and I know for a fact many of you are just jumping for joy, having fun, and honestly, I envy you right now. I wish actually I could do that right now. I wish I was like you, was able to hold off for all those years to not read Attack on Titan, but I couldn't do it. I broke down and read it. I'm kind of jealous right now, because it's such a phenomenal season, and I'm upset that I couldn't wait, because I would love to have been an anime only and be able to see this for myself without really knowing what's going to happen next, because that's just how good it is. But also, it's just so much better than the manga. I gotta admit, like, a lot of these scenes are just way better than the manga, and even the artwork as well. I mean, when it comes to Attack on Titan, especially in this stage of Attack on Titan, like earlier on, there was some obvious problems with Attack on Titan's art. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest thing you would ever see, especially in manga, monthly manga, or whatever, but I mean, it was acceptable, and you could just really see how some of these scenes that kind of looked like in the manga, they look so much better because of the way Wit Studio is going in and just drawing these scenes. You could just see that they're putting in all of that effort just to make it look really good for all those watchers out there of Attack on Titan. So, yeah, I mean, just a solid episode, a great episode to really just bring out those emotions, make you feel upset, but also make you just excited to see what's going to happen next because of everything that happened in this episode. And I mean, yeah, let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about all the build-up, the setup to what's going on right now with all the Titans, to, how their escape has been blocked off? Can Ymir do it and protect everybody else, or will she die trying? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below, and I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.